This is a podcast from Minute Media.
Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, kiddies. This is yours duly, John Kassir, the voice of The Crypt Keeper. And you're listening to Slasher Radio.
Welcome to Slasher Radio and Happy Halloween. I'm Bones, joined with Kat and Rob, as always. What's going on, guys?
Hey there.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah. Saturday Bleu and all that stuff. Rob, Horrorcore.
What do we have? We just started.
Wow.
I didn't even say how I was doing yet. All right.
Nobody cares. I didn't plan this. I just felt it. Went with
All
it.
Oh.
Peek behind the scenes, as you guys are about to listen to shortly. Happy Halloween to everybody listening. Rob fell asleep. He slept through an interview with one of the hottest people in the world right now.
I didn't sleep through the interview. I got there.
Late as fuck.
Oh, I was super late. Yeah, that's not a lie. Yeah, I was super late. I got up today, and I slept in today, too. That's the weird thing. Like, I slept until like 1 o'clock. All right. The interview was at, what, 3?
3, yeah.
Yeah.
So I get up at like 1, and then I wasn't doing anything. I was just kind of chilling in bed, I was looking at my phone and stuff. And then the next thing I know, it was 3:15. So really, I guess I kind of didn't wake up at 1 o'clock. I kind of just slept until 3:15.
Yeah. Unbelievable. And people wwho are a member of the Slasher,
Slasherion.
the
new website. Imagine how much money we could make with our own service.
Yeah, we can't even get people to sign up to us on someone else's service. We're gonna start on. If you're a member of the Slasher Radio Patreon, you heard this last week. It was in our Easter egg content. But yeah, I do listen to you guys complain about me when I'm 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, and Rob just sleeps through a whole interview.
Yeah.
Not the whole interview. I got in there to ask the important questions.
An important question.
Which you will hear later.
I completely forgot you did that. I'm mad at you. That's another hardcore.
The absolute most important, the question everybody, I think that was on everybody's mind, I was able to ask. I was proud of that.
Yeah, you guys will hear that shortly. Happy Halloween, everybody. Here we are. You're getting an episode early this week because this hopefully was coming out on Halloween. I think we did it big this time, guys.
We did.
This is a big episode.
We brought you a very special episode.
Extremely special. 2 guests from the hottest movie in the world, the hottest movie in a while, let's be honest, Terrifier 2. The 2 stars, Lauren LaVera, Sienna in the film, and David Howard Thornton, Art the fucking Clown.
We did it, guys.
We did.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
We actually delivered something.
We did. This is I love these two people. They were great guests. Lauren was super fun. David, that was probably the most fun I've had in an interview ever. And we've had some pretty cool people on this show.
He's kind of mean to me. I don't know.
I loved it.
You were late.
It's fashionably late.
Unbelievable. But we'll get into that show. We do have a couple of things to get to. This is an episode after all. No news segment this week. We do have a voicemail. And Kat,
Say it.
I guess we got to get to the Gabagooli Mystery Corner.
Yes.
We got the Gabagooli Mystery Corner. We got Kat's birthday pick reveal.
You want to get to that now, Kat? Or
Yeah.
all right, explain to people what this is, Kat, if it's their first time listening.
This is for those of you who are joining us for the first time. This is where anonymous listeners send in appreciation for Mikey's Italian heritage.
They send me memes attacking me for being Italian. Long story
Yeah, we
short.
get Italian memes.
We are, I think, the only podcast that stops everything that we're doing in the middle of a recording to appreciate the heritage of one of our co-hosts. We're inclusive around here.
They make fun of me. They mock me. This is a running joke that has gone way too far. And these things are presented to me just to see my reaction in the middle of like, could you imagine everybody listening?
The listeners want it.
Everybody listen to this right now. Imagine you might be listening to this at work, imagine someone just coming up to you, stopping your fucking day to ridicule you for your nationality. Just think about that for a second. That's what I put up with here.
It's a celebration.
I'm French. We get made fun of all the time. This is fine.
But we don't do it to you on the show.
That's because everyone knows I wouldn't care if we did it to me on this show.
Unbelievable.
All right. Are you ready for the first one? I have 2 pictures today.
What?
There's 2.
Yeah, there's 2 today.
It's
As
a Halloween.
It's a Halloween
extravaganza.
special.
Yeah.
You did not call it an extravaganza.
It's a Halloween extravaganza.
Halloween.
Yeah.
All right.
First one is incoming.
Let's see here.
I like to wait to see Rob's reaction.
All right. This is a good one, but it's kind of been done before already.
Yeah, it's why I chose the second one for this week. This one is more current.
Yeah, this would have been
It plays off of current trends.
This would have been a much bigger reaction had we not already had one very similar to it.
But I wanted to get it out of the way also, like, even though it's back to back, because Halloween.
Yeah. It makes sense. It makes total sense.
Why am I being punished by having to see 2 of these? Because these schmucks who are submitting these anonymously can't do it's not my fault they can't send in a funny one. I got to see 2 of them because of that.
It's not that it's not funny. It's just there's some repetition. They don't.
Yeah.
But that's not my fault.
They don't coordinate.
Break out the tees and put the baseballs on them for them. Why not? Why don't you?
Did you look at it yet?
Yeah, I looked at it. It's
all right.
It's these Spirit Halloween costume memes that are going around. And somebody put someone in a meat sheet, and it's the Gabagool meat ghost. Okay, very funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is very similar to the one we just had.
Yeah.
So that's why it doesn't get such a big reaction. It's not bad. It's just that we just had one.
It is similar, but I wanted to get it out of the way for Halloween. And it's topical with the Spirit Halloween meme.
Yeah, the Spirit Halloween. Although can we talk about that for just 1 second?
Yeah.
I'm getting a little tired of the Spirit Halloween memes, guys.
Me too.
Yeah, it was the first few were funny. I'm kind of over it at this point.
But I mean, hopefully they'll be going away on their own in just a couple days here.
Yeah.
And here's the other one, just for a little bit of Halloween variety.
All right. Now that one's good. I like this one.
Yeah.
All these go up on the Patreon for.
Oh, we gotta laugh.
That's not funny. That's fucked up. All right.
We can conclude the entire segment now, I think, because we got you to laugh at one of them.
All right. You know what? Since it's Halloween, I'm gonna be honest. That was kind of funny. I'm not even gonna lie. These people are so fucking stupid. I can't believe it. It's a meme. It's the old capiche hand. I don't never know what to call it. The capiche, and it's going up out of the water, and it said a rare photo of the Italian Loch Ness monster, 1934.
That's funny. That's good. I like that.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny.
All right, and that concludes this celebration of Mikey's Italian heritage on this Halloween extravaganza.
We're not celebrating anything.
We're celebrating you.
I'm being attacked.
We're lifting you up, Mikey.
Unbelievable. Not gonna lie, that one was pretty fucking funny. All right, so we do have a voicemail to get to.
Oh no.
What's the matter?
I always get nervous when we have is it Greg?
It's not Greg.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, it's fine.
It's got you punchy over there.
He does. Greg, yeah. A little PTSD from some of his voicemails, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Do you need me to send you more Italian memes?
No, I'm fine. well, you can call the show too. If you want to call the show, you can leave a voicemail.
Trace the call. It's coming from inside the house.
We will play it and discuss it like you're about to hear now. The number is 917-397-KILL. That's 917-397-5455. Anything horror related, show related. Here we go.
Hey, Mikey, it's your girl, Amber, the infamous Amber. What's up, guys? Hey, Kat. Hey, Rob. Much love, all of ya. Okay, I just got done listening to your verses. And first off, I'm highly disappointed with this. I have watched it quite a few times. I've watched it only 5 this time. I was up to 50 on kills. But it's like, really? I get what they did. As a Halloween movie, it's great. But as a Halloween movie, no. And yeah, I get it. Michael's in it, but he's not in it enough. You gave me this ultimate killing machine in Kills to living in the sewer, probably eating rats, getting a kill here and there because of all the missing poster signs and all that throughout the town. But it's like, then you give me this. You get beat up by a bullied kid. That's just not right. It really isn't in my eyes. But anyhow, also, overall, I thought it was a good movie. I really and truly did. I just wanted Michael back. This killing machine that took on a town that damn near beat him to death, but he wound up taking it out. He burnt it all down. But anyhow, yeah, I'm disappointed. And when it comes to Art the Shooting Mime, yeah, no. My opinion on him, you will not like. It's not for me. It never will be. I love his aesthetics. I love his look. But what they've done with us is just like, no. This is just to put your name out there and make money and do stupid shit. And that's just, no. I'll never be a Terrifier. I will watch it with Greg. We are talking about watching it soon. But just so you know, Michael never used a gun. You guys have a great time. Love the show. Love you guys. Miss you guys. Can't wait to hang.
I think that makes it's a fair complaint, I think. David Howard Thornton may agree.
Yeah.
And no, I think it's fair. I don't even mind, because I really like the scene. I really like the end, but I do wish that the story had revolved more around, again, because it is the finale. That's kind of, it's not what we got, but I think it was a realistic expectation to have.
I'm gonna let you go, Rob, if you want.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
There it is.
Here's the thing. Of course he's going to be beat up and hurt. The man took an ass whooping from the entire town, right? And then, like, his adrenaline, he rose up and he killed all those people, right? And then he kills Lori's daughter, but then he's got to hide. He's got open, festering wounds in a sewer for 4 years. Of course he's going to be weak. He's got infections.
He's got infections. Nobody cares about that, though, man. He's Michael Myers.
I'm just saying, it makes sense to me. I did hear one really valid complaint, and I would give credit to whoever said it if I remember who said it, but I don't. This is not my original idea, but I thought this was a really something worth pointing out, that all throughout Halloween Kills, we hear about how he stood and looked out the window, right?
Mm-hmm.
They mentioned it at like the beginning, and then in the end, he kills that one guy who's just looking out the window, and then at the end, you've got Laurie's daughter who's standing there staring out the window, and then he kills her, and we sort of end on him standing there staring out the window, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then when Halloween ends start, like immediately they're just like, oh, we tore that fucking house down. And there's never any real explanation about why he's standing there staring out the window.
That really bothered me.
Yeah.
And I didn't, not the thing with the window, not like, my complaint never got that specific, but I do think, because one of my like biggest concerns going into Halloween Ends was because they had that whole arc where it's like, he's not after Laurie, he just wants to go home. And I was like, okay. And then, you know, Halloween Ends start and it's like, don't worry about this house.
Right.
Different house, new house. That one's gone. Forget about it. And Michael just fucking forgot about it. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
He makes his house in the sewer now.
So it did kind of make Halloween Kills worse for me retroactively, because it was one of those hit or miss kind of plot points where it's like, you know, a lot of people really like the connection that Michael and Laurie have, you know, this just like fight to the death thing, and then Halloween Kills was like, it's not fucking about that. And I think it could have gone either way, but then they just didn't address it again, and it's like, huh.
Yeah, well, I think that the throughout the trilogy that hasn't really been a thing. I mean, he only shows up at her house in 2018 because the doctor takes him there.
Yeah.
He's not looking for Laurie. He doesn't care. And in Kills, he's not coming for her at all.
That don't bother you guys.
And then in Ends, he only ends up at her house because he wants his mask back.
You guys don't see anything wrong with that.
No, I do. That's my complaint.
I don't. What the fact that he's not after Laurie specifically?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
A little bit.
I think that helps make it makes it sort of scarier.
I think it would make it scarier if it was like from Laurie's, because, you know, if it's just the story of Laurie's journey into psychosis because people keep bringing a serial killer to her, like, I think that would be one thing, but they didn't really tap into that either. And it's like,
you know, and it also, I think, makes Laurie's character in 2018 much almost sadder, right? Like, she spent her whole life, she's fucked her entire life up.
But
she
I don't
lost
want
her
Laurie
daughter
to be sad.
and everything, and she's just living like some crazy person, all locked up, worried that this serial killer's coming for her. This guy don't give a fuck.
I think that's worse.
He has zero interest in her.
I think that's a lot worse for Laurie. I want to see her be vindicated, and that's not really what I got.
Well, we do see her vindicated in the end. She kills him.
She kills him, but he's still not after her.
But it's Rob.
Spoilers for, you know. But fuck it, it's been on Peacock. You've been able to watch Halloween Ends. Fuck you if you haven't watched it by now.
That's true. But Rob, you would have a point if we didn't have however many years of a story with Michael Myers and Laurie Strode that we love.
Yeah, but all that's been tossed out. That was the whole point of 2018.
No, that's the point. Don't you can't. How you gonna throw out something that important?
You can, because it works for me. Are you so you don't like any of the new trilogy?
That's not. No, I didn't say that. I like 18. I thought Kills was cool. I've been on the record saying I don't like Ends, and I will continue to say so this episode later on. Just I didn't like that part.
The one thing I keep hearing people say about Halloween Ends is, oh, it was a good movie, but not a good ending to the trilogy.
No.
And I told you that before. This movie's biggest problem is being tied to the other two movies. It's a good movie.
I'm with you on that. It's a better movie than it is a conclusion. And I think having a good end in it, because like I like the end of Ends. When you get right down to it, I think it ended in a good spot. But I don't think the movie is a good conclusion. Like, they wasted a lot of time. They fucked around a lot, and I agree with you. I think it's a fine movie. I think it's a weak conclusion.
All right. But it's a good movie though.
It's a good movie. It's a fine movie.
Amber also with the tape. I love Amber's thoughts on stuff. I like when she calls and lets us know. I wish more people would do that.
I'm upset with Amber. I thought she liked Halloween Ends.
Nobody likes Halloween Ends but you and Greg. That should tell you something.
I was going to say one of them liked Halloween Ends. I was really I guess I was kind of hoping it was Amber.
Yeah, okay.
But it turns out I'm with Greg on this. So you know what? I'll roll with it. I'm fine. Me and you, Greg, we're buddies. Us against the world, man.
Well, me and Kat spoke. You joined us later, but we spoke. David went into depth on Halloween Ends. It's kind of cool that we were the ones to get Art the Clown's views on Michael Myers in this latest movie. He was.
I do really wish I had been there for that.
You'll enjoy it.
Although he was mean enough to me at the end. Jeez.
That was nothing. Honestly.
He told me to
I
sit
can't
in
wait
the
for
corner.
Rob to. He did.
Yeah. We spoke with David about that. Rob asked his question that we mentioned earlier. Yeah, that was a treat. But not for nothing, guys. Lauren was a lot of fun too.
Oh yeah, she is a lot of fun. Yeah, that was a fun conversation with her.
Very insightful. I feel like David was extremely insightful and everything with everything he said and informative, and it was great. But I feel like Lauren she really gave us a good aspect from the actor.
Yeah.
And that was really good. We got two different lenses here because they play two very different roles, and it was I'm really excited for everybody to hear this. So let's kick them over to that now, and we'll wrap it up at the end of this, guys. Enjoy. How's your evening going?
Pretty good. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I think I'm coming down with a cold, so if you hear like sneezing and I just sound really gross and congested, so sorry about it. But yeah, just wanted to give you that heads up. Otherwise, I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. That sucks though. Yeah, it's 'tis the season for that crap, I guess.
Whenever the season changes, it happens to me. Like whenever it goes from hot to cold and cold to hot, it's too much.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I get sick twice a year, basically.
Yeah, it's the worst. It's the worst.
Especially this year, because it's went from hot to cold, hot to cold, hot to cold, hot to cold.
Yeah, every other day. Like it's truly it's messing with my sinuses and I can't deal with it. But
hope you feel better soon.
Thank you.
Are you not one of the fancy LA people where it's just the same temperature all year?
Oh, I wish. No, but I do love the roughness of the East Coast. Like I love my East Coast folk. So I don't know. Maybe I'll eventually move to LA, but I also really love autumn. It's my favorite time of year. And I know I bitch about the cold, but I actually do kind of like it. And I like being like snuggled up and like, rainy night and watching scary movies is like my favorite thing to do. But I don't know. Maybe eventually one day LA will be an option.
I've always said that. Everyone's like, oh, move to Florida or something. Like, I need seasons. There's something about being from the East Coast. You need a season.
Yeah. Like if you're so used to like seeing these beautiful colored leaves and everything that comes with every season, it's like, I don't know, you kind of need a change. I mean, I'll take a cold twice a year if I can see beautiful colored leaves.
Yeah. What would we do if we didn't get to curse about snow every couple months? It's in our blood.
I love it. I love bitching about things. And I think it's just like a part of being a part of the East Coast. Like I love to bitch about things. We revel in it.
We are going to get along great.
That explains a lot about Mikey.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Lauren.
Hi, how are you guys? So nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having me tonight.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. I'm so happy to be excited to talk to you guys.
I would like to start. I have a million things I want to ask you. My New Year's resolution was to defend Art the Clown and Terrifier. So I'm super stoked to have this conversation with you. Obviously, Terrifier 2, this huge success. It's getting extended left and right every time you look up. But I wanted to get your thoughts on Terrifier 1 really quick, because that was a really big movie. It had its impact when it came out and everybody started grabbing a hold of it. What were your thoughts on that film? And then, because obviously you got to take that into consideration going into this role of Sienna with 2. So what were your thoughts on the original Terrifier and getting into this franchise?
Yeah, absolutely. Funny thing about me is I don't do research. I just I took the role before watching the first one, which I probably shouldn't have. But like, I'm happy I did, obviously. I actually, when I got my first audition, I had to do a self-tape from home. I did it with my coach and I didn't have time to watch the first one, even though I knew it existed and I've seen the poster. So I saw the poster of Art the Clown, like on Netflix, and I was like, oh, that looks awesome. I got to watch that. I just never got around to watching it. And then the second callback came around, didn't have time. And by my third in-person chemistry read audition, I was like, well, I do have time to watch it, but since I haven't watched it, they like what I'm doing. I don't want to watch it and make a new informed decision that might, be to my detriment. So I ended up not watching it. until the day that Damien told me that I booked the role. So I was like, all right. So I went home. I had already like signed the contract and everything. And I was like, all right, let me see what this movie's about. And I was like, holy shit, this is a lot. This is a lot. But I actually really loved it. I loved the chances that Damien took. Like, he really didn't give a shit, which I loved. Like, you know, the final girl who you think is going to be the final girl. This is spoilers, right?
You're
Go
fine.
for
The
it.
film's been out for a while. Who we thought was going to be the final girl gets shot with a gun. Slashers never do that. So it was just such a shock. And I loved that he was so willing to shock you. And I thought the actors did like a great job too. I mean, obviously Dave is amazing, but I really loved Catherine's character. She reminded me so much of PJ Souls. Like, even till this day, I'll always like compare the two. I just loved how fun and cute she was. I thought it was hilarious. And yeah, I loved that Damien took it there. Like, he really took chances, and I respect that so much as a fellow creative. So yeah, I love it today. Like, to this day, I love the film. I've seen it 3 times this Halloween season so far.
What goes through your mind when you get a script like Terrifier 2 and you read it, and what makes you say, yeah, I want to do this?
Okay. Luckily with Terrifier 2, there was definitely more of a plot. There was more of a story. So even when I was getting my first auditions, I didn't receive the full script. I only got scenes. So they're called sides. So the casting director will send it to your agent, and they'll send them to you, and they're sides, and they're basically maybe 1 or 2 scenes. And it seemed like a family drama what I was reading. So it felt like I was filming family drama until it wasn't anymore, until, like, you know, heads started flying and stuff like that. But I was gravitated towards Sienna pretty much immediately. She was raised by, you know, a struggling single mother. I don't have a brother, but I loved her brother dynamic. And I loved the arc. You get to experience growth in this character. And I loved that I got to be physical in the role. I love being physical in roles. So I was psyched about this role. I mean, there's gore, but like not so much that my character is involved with. So my character got to have a journey, and I get to experience and love the gore now as an audience member more than anything.
Right. All right. I love the idea of Terrifier 2 as a family drama.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it definitely is until it's not.
Speaking of getting physical, I read that you got like all this crazy martial arts training or something.
Yeah, I've been doing martial arts my whole life.
Yeah. How much would you charge me to go beat Mikey up?
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. But the funny thing about martial arts is I liked more the artistic aspect of it, like the performative aspect of it. I really did not like tournaments. I didn't like sparring or fighting with people. It was my least favorite thing. But I did love, it felt like a sharp dance, which I loved. So that's what I gravitated towards in concerning martial arts. And I get to use it in film now, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, you did. You're credited as having done stunt work on IMDb, at least on Pretty Little Liars' Original Sin.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do stunt work? Did you do your own stuff on Terrifier 2?
I did. There were 2 stunts that Damien wouldn't let me do. My stunt performer, she also did other stunts as well. Her name was Jenna Helmuth. She was great. She did I think she did falling stunts, like from it. Like, I don't know if you remember this part of the film, but she falls through a ceiling, and she falls like a long. It's a pretty big fall, and Damien wouldn't let me do that. So it was just that sequence, and there were 2 stunts within that sequence that he didn't want me to do. But as far as like the fighting, all the physical stuff, that was all me.
Okay. I think to be a stunt person, you have to be a bit crazy, because you're saying he wouldn't let you do that. And in my case, it would be they couldn't make me do that.
But the thing about stunts is it's all about safety, right? Like, people think that stunt performers are just crazy, but safety always comes first. So like I said, safety comes first. And even with that big fall, she got to fall in this huge pillowy looking thing that looked so fun. I was like, I want to do that.
It really did.
But I mean, there's always the chance that something could happen, and, you know, if I get hurt, they'd be screwed. So that's why he wouldn't let me do it.
I don't know how much of this you can answer, but obviously the film was Indiegogo, and fan raised and all that good stuff. It raised on Indiegogo about $200,000. What you guys were able to accomplish and the production value, because I mean, this looked like a full-blown couple $1 million budget movie. If I didn't know any better and someone just told me, I wouldn't even think about it twice. What was it like on set? Because we always hear about these lower budget films where, you know, there's shortcuts taken and there's usually so much more of a family atmosphere on set because it kind of has to be. What was it like on set with everybody?
Yeah, well, we had what's called like a skeleton crew. So
Right.
usually for each department, you'll have like many different people. It was like one person per department. And sometimes one person had to cover 2 or 3 departments. So we had to get very close very quickly. People were pulling their weight like crazy. So we all had like this enormous amount of respect for each other because everybody was so capable and everybody was so willing to pull their own weight. So because we're also working with the same people every single day that we're on set, whereas with bigger crews, you know, you might have one person have off that day. No one had off. We were all always working. So we had to get close pretty quickly. And it was supposed to be, I think, only like a 2-month filming process, which extended to a year. So we all, it was a lot. And not only that, like the hours each day were crazy long hours. I can't even tell you. So yeah, we all just had to get super close super quickly, and we all developed this respect for each other because we were all doing what we loved and we all had to trust each other pretty immensely. So I still talk to all of the crew members. It's very different and it's very more intimate in a smaller crew for that reason, and I'm very grateful for that.
What was David Howard Thornton like? Like, what's it like to work with him? Because when I see him on screen as art, he terrifies me. And I've seen him in like interviews, and he just seems like a nice guy. But what's he like to work with on set? Does he
Is
creep
he a
you
nice
out?
guy in clown makeup, terrifying you in the corner?
Right? Yeah. Like I don't.
Yeah, he's a goofball. He's just a goofball. Like between action and cut, he's Art the Clown, and he's great. He's great at that. He's a really theatrical actor. He has a great command over his body and his physicality. So it's very easy to believe that he's Art the Clown when you're in a scene with him. But you know, before action and after cut, he's just Dave, and he sounds silly wearing the teeth in his mouth. So he's like, "Oh, Lauren, I'm gonna go get something to eat," with like the food or with the teeth in his mouth. And he's just a silly guy, and he's constantly like cracking jokes, and he's really good at imitating voices. So he's constantly like doing stuff like that. He's a joy to work with, and he's also a joy to be in the scene and out of the scene with, if that makes sense. He's such a great guy. I'm so happy I know him now.
Oh, good. Yeah, because like you hear like. So he doesn't Daniel Day-Lewis it, where he's like always in character, and you've just got some weird clown guy at craft services. You know,
no. Thank God. Like if he was a method actor, no way. No one was a method actor on set. Like as soon as Damien said cut, we were all like, whew, and we just like all took a breath and, you know, lived in our own lives.
That would be great because, kind of like Rob said, I mean, the design of Art the Clown, it's truly, and this coming from us being horror fans, you know, you see Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, you don't blink. But there's something about Art when he looks at you, it's just like, what the fuck is wrong with him? And to be in front of that in that moment, yeah, being a method actor, that would probably be, I don't know how I'd be able to handle something like that. That would be wild.
It would be exhausting. I'm so happy that he's not like that. I mean, it would be fun, you know, and I've worked with actors who are like, no, call me by my character name. And I'll respect that. I'll be like, yeah, totally. Like if that's your process, I totally respect that. But with someone like a slasher, like Art, it would be like, oh, come on, man. Like, please stop scared. Like after a while, I'd be like, please stop. Like I can't handle this. But luckily he's not like that. He's really easy to work with.
I have to ask, how comfortable was the armor?
It was awful. I absolutely hated it. And I will just continue. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was so like that was one concern that I had because I've done like cosplay armor before, and I was watching and it's like that just must have hurt. Like
Oh, that's really cool that you do cosplay. I have so much more. I mean, I've always like had this like respect for cosplayers, but so much more now. Unfortunately, with our costume, the guy who was making it dropped out for some reason. So there
Oh
was no lining on the inside. Like what the material you see on the outside was the same material on the inside. So I got a lot of blisters, a lot of bruises, a lot of cuts. It was really rigid, really uncomfortable. And then the wardrobe and hair and makeup artists, Olga and Jackie, they were the ones that had to like assemble the costume, and it wasn't their job, and they didn't really know how. So it was a lot of duct tape, a lot of staples, a lot of like, you can maybe even see it in certain shots that like the skirt is like held together with duct tape. Yeah, it was a nightmare. I mean, the first time I put it on, I was like, this is awesome. I'm like psyched to wear this. This is so cool. But then like 12 hours being covered in blood and mud and wetness, it was just a nightmare. I really would never ever want to wear it again. I would love to burn it, but they will not let me.
And you were doing your own stunts too, so you were like rolling around and falling and stuff in it, and it did not look protective.
Yes, well, I will say this. They actually did have a separate costume for that was made out of foam. Still very uncomfortable, still got blisters from it. It was still awful, but thank goodness it wasn't the other one, because the other one was much more rigid. It probably would have shattered if I was actually thrown around in it, and that would have been very dangerous. So I did have two costumes. One was made of foam, and the other one was the rigid one, which I have no idea what they used for that. But yeah, that was really me in that freaking thing, rolling around, being disgusting and uncomfortable. It was just a very uncomfortable experience.
Again, proof that actors are more dedicated to their craft than I am, because I would have been like, hey, guess what? My character wears a t-shirt today.
Oh my God. Okay. The thing about being a woman in horror is you're not dressed a lot of the time, or not as fully dressed as you would like to be. So wearing an armored bikini was definitely a challenge for me. I really hope for my next film I can at least wear jeans, and a t-shirt would be amazing. I would love it.
That was the other thing. You looked cold. Like,
I was freezing. I was freezing.
like, oh
in the winter, the dead of winter. I was freezing. So yeah.
Even thinking it was in October, I was like, that has to be so cold. Oh man.
Actually, the finale we filmed in Philadelphia, which is where I'm from, actually, at a place called the Fright Factory. It's this really cool haunt in Philly. If you're ever there, highly recommend going. A lot of the set pieces are just from the haunt, and it's beautiful. And I think it shows up on the screen really well. And we filmed like dead of February in like a basement.
Oh.
It was freezing, and I was wet, naked, and sticky. It was awful, but I would do it all over again because, you know, I loved working with this incredible crew.
And you have to be pleased with the fan response, right? Like I've been so impressed with the theater run, and the publicity for this has been amazing.
It's really, really surprising. I mean, when I first had met Dave and Damien, they both said like this was going to be huge. Like they both really believed in it from the get-go. And I not that I didn't believe in it, but I didn't fully grasp at the time how much it would blow up. And I'm so grateful for the fan response. I'm so happy it's connecting with so many people. I mean, that's all you want as an artist, right? You want to make a piece of art that connects with people. That's why we make art, so we can, you know, feel less alone on this crazy rock. So yeah, I'm really floored and overwhelmed and so grateful for the whole experience.
I still can't believe they got it in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest.
Uncut.
Yeah. Have you done that thing where you go to the theater and like sit in the back and watch people react or pass out or die or whatever they've been doing?
Yeah, I went to the theater twice, actually. Each time I was recognized, but no one approached me. Like the people I was with would be like, oh my God, they're looking at you and they want to come up to you. And I'm like, well, they're not approaching me, so let's get out of here. I just wanted to see, I wanted to get a genuine response, because I saw it when we had the red carpet event, and that was great, but it was mainly everybody that works together, some strangers, but I really wanted a genuine response. And I was so happy that I did it, because like, it was so much fun to watch in theaters and people were having a blast with it. It was just, filled my heart. It filled my heart with joy. I loved it.
That kind of, you answered one of the questions I had lined up, but leads into this. Because I said earlier on that I vowed to defend Art the Clown and Terrifier, And I was so scared I was excited when this movie was coming out, but I was scared because I'm like, man, I really dug my feet in the ground. Like, if this thing is bad, I'm going to eat a lot of shit. So, but I was so thrilled. And I say this honestly, it was a movie that felt like a horror movie the most that I've seen in a long time, especially one that's hit a theater. But you, Lauren, have kind of, I mean, you're probably the best final girl that we've had in a very, very long time. And I want to get your thought on that whole final girl aspect. And you kind of touched on a little bit with women in horror films, but have you put any thought into that? Like, do you realize that you really climbed the ladder very quickly of the final girls in this genre?
It's so wild. First of all, I'm so happy that you like the film. I understand, like, we put films and art on pedestals, and we're like, oh, this better be good, it better meet my expectations. So I'm really happy that it did, and I'm so happy that you enjoyed Sienna. Yeah, I mean, there's so many final girls that I've looked up to my entire life. Like, my favorite Halloween film of all time is probably Halloween 1978. I love Laurie Strode. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. There's so many final girls. And even when creating Sienna, I bugged the hell out of Damien. I was like, all right, like, send me, this is my idea. What do you think of this? Like, send me your ideas and blah, blah, blah. And I did ask him, I was like, are there any final girls that, inspire Sienna to you? Like, are there any final girls that you might think are like Sienna? And he gave me a whole list of movies ranging from Halloween to Alien to Terminator to, like, of course, Scream. It was the best homework ever. Like, I just had to watch some of my favorite movies. And I wrote down characteristics, what I thought were characteristics of each final girl. And I would pick and choose what I thought Sienna was. And I would present it to Damien. And I'd be like, all right, do you think this is Sienna? And he would make his tweaks and he'd be like, yeah, this is Sienna. So it was definitely jarring and daunting taking on the role of a final girl. But I was so psyched about it because I felt like I was paying homage to my favorite final girls and how they've emboldened me in my own life and how they've inspired me in my own life. And I've gotten some really wonderful DMs from people that said Sienna has done that for them. And just as an artist, it gives me chills thinking about it because I'm like, my God, like I said, I'm trying to connect with people. I'm trying to make them feel something. And if power is what they feel, that's just, there's nothing like it. There's nothing better than that. I'm so incredibly grateful.
I agree.
As an actress, do you worry now, though, about being typecast as a scream queen? I know a lot of people are worried about that when they have
oh my God.
success in the genre.
That is so funny. I literally just had conversation with both my reps about this today because I was sent some scripts and I was like, listen, I don't know, they're horror films. Like, what do you think? Should I do it? And one of my reps was like, listen, you have to do a lot of horror work to be pigeonholed into that genre. And she was like, work begets work. Do what you want. If you don't like it, don't do it. If you do like it, fuck it, do it. So I was like, all right, that's easy enough. But then again, I love horror. And if I get to continue to make really cool, as long as they're really cool, compelling stories and really flawed, multifaceted characters, I don't really care what genre. If I am pigeonholed in one, I don't really care as long as I get to work and make really cool films.
You've mentioned a couple times that you love horror. Guests hate when I ask this question, but do you have a favorite scary movie?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I did say that Halloween is my favorite, like, Halloween movie. However, I have been watching that my whole life and it doesn't really scare me. I don't think it ever really scared me. It was more like a nostalgic film for me because it was always on AMC like every Halloween. So I'd watch it as I would put my costume on when I was a kid. But my favorite, like, scary movie, and that is really tough because it changes. It changes so frequently. I did just watch a movie for the first time that I think it's pretty recent. It must have come out like 2 years ago, called Caveat. And I don't think there has been a movie that has scared me that much. I couldn't sleep the night that I saw it. The imagery of that film, like the mother and the rabbit that plays the percussion in the film, like, it literally scared the shit out of me. So I don't know if it's my favorite movie, but it's the first one that comes to mind because it's the most recent that I've watched that I haven't been scared like that in a very long time.
It's unsettling. I really like that one.
Yeah, same. I think it was great. And I loved the lead actor. Like I loved his reaction. They weren't big reactions, but they were really grounded ones. And I personally really love the film. I'm happy you like it too.
Yeah. I just like found it on Shudder and did not know what I was getting into.
Yeah, it was so fun. It was such a nice surprise.
So you mentioned future films and all this, and obviously you guys are still I think what did Terrifier 2 just got another extension on in theaters. So you guys are still super busy with this. I know that the talks of Terrifier 3 and the hopes of it have been thrown around. Would you want Sienna to return if there was a Terrifier 3, and how do you think that would go?
Oh, hell yeah. I would love Sienna to return. Whether or not she does, I can't really say.
Right.
Damien has spoken to me about films, even outside of Terrifier that he would love to work with me on. I think I would work on anything Damien throws at me. I told him, I was like, listen, man, let me be the Bruce Campbell to your Sam Raimi. Like, please let me be that person. Let me be that guy. But if Sienna returns, I've said this a couple times, but of course it's ultimately up to Damien. I would love to see her dealing with her little brother's substance abuse because he was 12 years old when all of this had gone down. I think that kid should have issues. So I would love to see her take on this maternal role, and whether or not she, maybe she treats her little brother how her mother treated them, and how would that make her feel if she turns out to be like her mom, or maybe she fights that. I don't know. I told him I would love to see like Sienna have a really cool badass training sequence. Like I want her to up her game. But it's yet to be seen, and like maybe she won't even be in the third, and maybe Damien will take a whole other route. But like I would love to see just more struggle. I would struggle is so fun as an actor, so that's what I would like to see Sienna have to go through.
Speaking of Damien, I don't know anything about the guy other than the fact that he created Art the Clown. So in my head, he's this like evil, just sadistic person. What's he like as a guy?
He's nothing like that.
Really?
It's so funny because he's so soft-spoken. Like he's such a gentle, sweet, soft-spoken guy. You wouldn't think, like I feel even the first time I met him in person, and I was a little nervous because I kind of knew, even though I didn't know exactly what I was getting into, I was like, all right, this is a slasher film, got to be careful. We're meeting at this location. Who is this guy? And I felt so safe with him so quickly. And he never yelled at me once on set. And he was dealing with so much because he's the writer, he's the director, he's the editor, he's the special effects makeup artist. He was the head of so many departments, wore so many hats. He deserved to flip out, and he never did. Like he's just he always has his wits about him. He's always calm, cool, and collected, and he's quickly become one of my favorite people. I love that guy.
Well, that's great.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Lauren, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it so much.
One quick last question, Lauren. You said you were from Philly.
Yes.
So I have to ask, Pats or Geno's?
Oh my God. You know what? I'm not a huge cheesesteak person.
Oh, no.
Shit.
We might have to bleep that, Mikey.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we might have to cut that out for your safety.
No.
It's so funny because like the Phillies are playing right now, and people are constantly asking me about this, and I'm like, listen, dude, I'm the worst Philadelphian like you've ever met. I'm a bandwagon fan, first of all. I do like Philly pretzels. Like I do love that, like the Pretzel Factory. I think Philly's pretzels are great, and there's so many things about Philly that's wonderful, but I don't know, I've never been like a huge cheesesteak person, so I can't answer that. I'm the wrong person to ask. I'm so sorry.
I was thinking about making a Cowboys joke with the Eagles and everything. So it probably wouldn't have landed. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. It wouldn't have landed. I mean, listen, when the Eagles won in 2018, I went wild. And when the Phillies won in 2008, I went wild too. But like, again, I wasn't paying attention. I was just like, yeah, our team won. That's awesome. But like, I really, like I said, just a bandwagon fan. I'm the worst.
Your jokes often don't land, Mikey. It's all right.
Yeah, and I'm also pretty upset because I'm a Yankees fan, and I don't want to talk about 2008.
I understand.
I don't even want to talk about baseball now. but Lauren, thank you again so much for joining us. Thank you for all the hard work you put into this film. You guys, as a team, you truly gave us a treat, and I think you were definitely one of the centerpieces of that. And I just wanted to say thank you.
It's such a pleasure talking to you all. Thank you so much. And maybe I'll talk to you again in the future. If you ever invite me back, I would love to.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes. Thanks for your time.
Guys, happy Halloween.
You too.
Happy Halloween.
Thanks, guys. Take
Good
care.
night.
Bye.
All right. You, sir, are the scariest motherfucker in the world right now. Like, do you realize that?
I guess so.
I don't even know where to begin. We actually spoke with your co-host Lauren the other day.
Yeah. Oh, she's great.
She's amazing. And she told us that when she started going for the role as Sienna and going through that process, when she spoke with you and Damien, you guys kept saying how great this movie was going to be, how big it was going to be. I agree. but what made you, before anything even happened, what made you feel that way?
It was just the script. I was like, this is a fantastic script. It's going to be epic, and especially the way like her character was written in there. I was like, yeah, this is what's going to really drive this to a new level. Is this great protagonist that comes in that's going to actually give Art a run for his money, because she's got a great story herself. It's a great hero's journey that she goes on, and that's what made me so excited for her. I was like, oh my god! And we cast the greatest person for that I think we could find, is because I knew so much of this movie was going to hinge on her performance. It's not going to be one of those movies I can just carry myself. It's going to take someone of equal caliber to, hold this up. And she totally did that in spades.
Can I ask you a question about the script?
Sure.
How much stage direction are you given? Do they just say be creepy and set you loose, or?
And sometimes it depends on the scene and stuff like that. But I mean, there's a lot of good give and take between Damien and I. And when it comes to like the fight scenes and stuff like that, that's a lot of his. But like once like the glasses scene, that was me just playing around and seeing what I could come up with.
And that's a great point, because we even going back to All Hallows Eve, which is where the character kind of was spawned, I guess. But Terrifier, where it was really, that was such an Art the Clown movie. Like, you took control of that character, all that good stuff. And it was fun to watch you kill people in amazing ways,
Oh, yeah.
Right. But that's a great point, where like Sienna's character and pretty much all the characters in general that were in the everybody did such a great job. But that's kind of what takes it to that next level, because Terrifier had its moment. It was a big hit, a lot of popularity, but it eventually faded off, like all movies do after their release. But like Terrifier 2, here we are with all these characters and all that strong story involved. And you're right, that I didn't even think about that being a big part of the reason that it took it to that next level.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just like we just upped everything on this movie. The kill scenes, the character development, all that kind of stuff. Story, blood, everything just went crazy.
Yeah, that blood part. Yeah,
a lot of blood.
The Art the Clown. It seems like you guys did this intentionally, where there's no backstory. I've heard a couple people surrounding the project kind of touch on that a little bit, where it's almost intentional. They don't want anybody to really know anything about Art the Clown. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what I'm getting. But what do you pull from when there's really nothing in the background to create that character?
My imagination, I guess you could say. I mean, I know a lot more about the character than what we've already shown, because that's something I went to Damien about as soon as I got cast in the role. I'm like, okay, tell me everything about this guy. And he didn't even know a lot of that at the time. So we've kind of come up with his backstory and all that kind of stuff together. And who knows if we ever actually reveal everything about his backstory. Because I think part of the fun about the character is the mystery behind him. Like, who is he? What motivates him? All that kind of stuff. So I'm like, we drop hints here or there,
Yeah.
And, you get a little bit in that part too, but I know eventually we'll address some of it though. We might not show like, who Art the Clown was as a kid and stuff like that, but we'll, we'll probably show how he became Art the Clown as you know him now. Like, kind of like how Joker became the Joker when he was a Red Hood, but you didn't know who he was before he was Red Hood.
Right.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So you guys just laid out an entire story of a character and you just won't tell anybody, which is part of, I guess, part of the genius of it.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's, because I've heard people, that's part of the argument where it's like, oh, well, we don't know why he is. Well, who cares? Look at what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and that's the thing too, is like we want people to also be set in the same mindset as everybody else in the film. So like, this force of nature that comes in and starts wreaking havoc, and everybody's like, what the hell is going on? And that's what we're going for. It's like we want people to be as clueless as everybody else is, I guess you could say.
I love that. I really do. You guys, not to jump too far ahead, but you guys shared, not on debut, but you shared box office space with a title called Halloween.
Yeah.
What was that like?
That was kind of surreal. This is like I never imagined I would be in a theater at the same time as Michael Myers. I mean, that's kind of crazy, especially during the month of October. That's insane because, we weren't even supposed to be in theaters that weekend anyway. We were only supposed to be in theaters for 3 days. That was it. And it's just that demand was there for us to keep going and going and going. So I was like, oh, wow. So yeah, being in theaters the same week as Mike Myers, that's something else, man. I'm like, wow.
Because it almost put you guys in a boxing ring, right? Sort of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who would have thought Art the Clown would have went up against Michael Myers? And like you said, we'll talk about theatrical releases and everything a little bit, but it was initially only supposed to be a 3-day, and that got extended, and I think it got extended again recently. Now that you're able to sit and go, okay, my character is going up again, does that change? Like, does it add a different lens to the way you look at things at that point?
Yeah, but I haven't really truly processed it all yet. It's still kind of sinking in what all is going on, because it's God, every single day there's been something happening, and it's like, God, what is going on? It's just like it's been a roller coaster recently. So, but yeah, it's kind of cool to know that we're no longer just this underground indie film. It's like we're mainstream now. Like people, when they're talking about you on Access Hollywood and The Talk and Howard Stern and stuff, like, wow, okay, we're a little bit bigger than we thought we were now. Okay, wow, okay, cool.
Not only everywhere. Like
everywhere.
you guys have. My aunt called me the other day and she was like, "Oh, should I see Halloween Ends?" And I was like, "No, it sucked." Biases aside, but she's trying to figure out what maybe go see Smile. I'm like, and she's out in drive-in movies, so it's not super big over there theatrical. So I said, well, do they have Terrifier 2? And she said, oh, I heard about that. My aunt does not hear about anything unless it's like grandiose.
Yeah,
and I also told her not to see it. She would be one of the people to pass out.
Yeah. I understand. I totally understand. I don't take any offense to that at all. I'm like, yeah, it's not a movie everybody can handle. So I'm like, yeah. It also it's really weird. Like my roommate said she was walking in the other day from work, and a cab passed by on the street, and they were showing on the little ad thing on top of the cab Terrifier 2 stuff. And I'm like, holy crap, I didn't even know we were on cabs now. This is insane. Because we didn't. We weren't doing any of that kind of stuff originally. So it's just that word of mouth has gotten out and everybody's talking about it. It's kind of exciting though, because it's like it's a new horror franchise for people, a new icon. Because we really haven't had any more like newer horror icons since like Jigsaw.
Yeah. Was you mentioned that going up against Michael Myers for box office was kind of a milestone. Was that the same way that you felt when there was like first the story that someone had passed out, like when that was going around? Were you a little bit proud?
Oh yeah.
I always feel the pressure to find the perfect gift for my relatives. In this case, whether you're sending an unforgettable gift or treating yourself to everyday perfection, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience. For me, I'm not just into steaks. I like all types of meat. That's why I'll usually get the Winter's Best Seller Pack. It comes with juicy fillets, chicken breast, pork chops, and even burgers. Omaha Steaks offers unrivaled quality and variety, and every bite is backed by their 100% guarantee. A family-owned company with over 100 years of experience in the meat industry. Save big on unforgettable gifts with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide and earn an extra 20% off select favorites during their cyber sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code YUM at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com, promo code YUM at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. Go to omahasteaks.com to get 50% off site-wide plus an extra 20% off select favorites and more limited-time deals during their cyber sale. And use promo code YUM at checkout for an extra $35 off. Minimum purchase may apply. See site for details. A big thanks to our advertiser, Omaha Steaks.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Kelly Clarkson with Wayfair. My favorite thing about the holidays? Decking out my whole house. It's not a competition, but if it was, well, I'd win the season with Wayfair. Outdoor inflatable Santa? Got it on Wayfair. Trees, lights, and ornaments? Wayfair. Hosting must-haves like dining sets, beds, sheets, and towels? Wayfair. For everything in your style delivered with fast and free shipping, visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app to win the season. But again, it's not a competition.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
When I saw our scores versus Michael Myers' scores, I'm like, well, there you go. But that's about all I'm going to say about that movie. So,
Fair.
I will just say it made me mad. That movie genuinely made me mad as a Halloween fan, because I am a huge Halloween fan. I'm like, this was such disrespect.
I agree.
Because of the sewer wrestling.
all of that. It's just disrespect to the character, disrespect to the franchise, disrespect to the fans, all that. And like even hyping this thing up for years, it's going to be the big epic finale between Michael Myers and Laurie Strode. This is the end all be all fight. Yeah. And then they're, just demoted to being secondary characters to their own final film. I'm like the fuck? I'm like, I understand if this was like a film in the middle of a trilogy or something like that, it would have been fine. But you don't go into the final Michael Myers, Laurie Strode movie to see a story about some kid that got beaten up by band nerds named Corey.
That's my argument.
No, I didn't go in for that.
Michael Myers got bullied by the kid getting bullied by the band geeks.
Yeah, I'm like, what the? And this is like the movie prior. He had just taken down an armed mob that had been attacking him,
right?
Like Jackie Chan. And I'm like, but then all of a sudden, I'm like, what? I felt sorry for James Jude Courtney too, because I'm like, the man's great as Michael Myers. He does a great Michael Myers, and he was just totally not used in this movie the way he should have been. I mean, this is supposed to be their big, huge, epic fight.
Right.
And it was just, here, let's throw a refrigerator on him.
I'm probably the most mad I've ever been on the show that our other host, Rob, isn't here to hear that, because he likes it. He's been, me and him have been fighting over this thing.
Yeah, he came into our show the other day. Like, we can all agree that it was better than Kills, though, right? And it's like, I don't agree to that. No. I didn't agree to that.
It's like they put two movies in one movie. It's just like you have the Corey story, and then you have this add-on Michael Myers story at the very end. And I'm like, I didn't need the Corey story. At all. That would have been fine. It's his own movie, But this is just like And one way they could have remedied it all, too, is a very simple thing they could have done with that final shot with the mask on the table. It's pull in close, and you see a silver shamrock stamp on the inside of the mask.
That would have been good.
Okay. That would have changed it. You're right.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't have liked it, but that could have saved it a little.
It would have saved it some. I was just like, it's like, I just don't understand what happened. I don't understand. I'm like, who saw the first script and goes, this is what we need for the final movie with these characters.
That's 1,000,000%. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, how did the actors involved even sit there and go, what is this?
No one said anything.
No one said anything. And there's so many things they could have done to make it better, and they didn't. I'm like, Had so many missed opportunities. And poor Diana Prince, I gotta say, she's a friend of mine, and I'm like, that woman has done so much to spread the love for the Halloween franchise on Joe Bob's show.
Mm-hmm.
And her death is not even on screen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they said, it's going to be in the extras. I'm like, how dare you do that to Diana? I'm like you go to these movies to see the kills. Why are you not showing the kill?
Yeah.
They're showing Corey's kill.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I mean, the DJ kill was cool, but
yeah. Not to turn the we'll get back on point eventually.
Yeah, sorry.
You're good. That is, I didn't think about, because I hate Halloween 3 too. Like
he does.
I don't like it. That's another argument I get into a lot. But if I didn't even think about that, if this would have been Halloween 3, that's a perfect way to not have Michael Myers but keep Michael Myers. That's what Halloween 3 should have been.
Yeah, that could have worked. That could have worked totally fine.
Yeah,
totally fine. It's just like it seems like they were trying to do so many things at once, and I'm like, no, this need to be streamlined. And like, no, this stick to what you've been building up to this whole entire time. That's what people want to see. This final fight between Laurie and Michael.
Yeah.
I could Terrifier 2 now, to tie that into what you just said, David, because that's a great point. How did you guys approach that? Because granted, you're not on, the level of a Halloween historically and all that, but you followed up from the first Terrifier. Now you got a chance to do it again. You got everybody's attention now, and everyone's sitting back on Terrifier 1 was cool, but now what are they going to do? And you guys did not you changed your story. You added a whole story. You did so much without getting carried away and losing what Terrifier 1 was. How do you approach that?
Oh God, I think that's better question for Damien, since he wrote it all.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, that's what we want to do, is just keep the essence of what everybody loved about Terrifier in art, but build the universe around him now, and like build the mythology around him. And it's like, I think what people were surprised that we added a lot of fantasy elements to it. Yeah, with like, the sword and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, he's got a whole plan. He hasn't even told me the whole entire plan yet, but I trust him. I trust him. I'm like, yeah, he has ideas. I suggest things to him. He goes, oh, that's cool. I got other ideas. I'm like, what's going on in your brain?
Tell me.
I know, because I want to know too. I'm just like, oh my God, I have questions too. Like, it's not just the fans that have questions. I have questions, and I can't wait for them to be answered.
Admittedly, the sword and all that, that was probably my least favorite part of the movie. I mean, granted, high bar set, because I love this damn thing. But I suspended my disbelief, because you guys put me in that realm where it's like, okay, you know what? They did so much. Everything else is perfect. I'm gonna go with it and see what they do. Again, I guess this is a question for Damien, but even just as you being the character and thinking about where you might have to go, I guess what part does that play in this Terrifier world? Because you're really by textbook a slasher.
Yeah.
Now we're doing all other stuff.
Yeah.
What's the range like involved with that? Because you might have to go some crazy places.
Yeah, I mean, I look at him. He's still slasher. It's like I look at him like, art is brought back for the dead for a purpose. But he's also, I kind of look at him as like hell's avatar on Earth, just to cause chaos and madness wherever he goes. So he's like, and that's kind of how he was in this one. He's like, he's given free reign to like kill people and stuff like that, but he's also given a goal by the pale girl character. Just like, okay, you have to go after this family, but you can still have fun, but you have to get rid of this girl because she's key to something. She's the only thing that can stop what we plan. So we have to get rid of her now, and that doesn't go according to plan. So it's like, it's like he had that whole thing, like that pit concocted there for her. That's why he brought her there to, the Terrifier. He had to get rid of her in a certain way, and it failed.
Right.
Yeah. So it's now it's like, okay, what's going to go what's happening going forward now? It's like this plan's still got to happen. So I'm like, oh boy, you know. But now he's got someone that's a threat to him, and he knows that. Now he's like, oh shit, fuck. So he was more confident in part 2, but we'll see how he is in part 3, because now he knows he actually has a rival out there.
So I'm sure that you probably more than anyone were prepared for what was going to happen in Terrifier 2, but were there any moments, just because the fan reaction, everyone's been getting like so queasy over some of the stunts in Terrifier 2, were there any things that on set were like, oh god,
oh
this is horrific, this is gross?
Oh god, yeah. I'm like, so many times it's sometimes good that they weren't running sound, because you will hear my reactions to stuff, you know, if my face wasn't being shown. Like a good example is like when I, you know, was digging into that body cavity of Brooke after I killed her. They put all this gunk inside of there, like, you know, bones and like chicken innards and stuff like that. It was gross. It was just so gross and cold. And it was right before dinner too. I'm like, we had to film this right before I had to eat dinner, and I'm like, oh god, now I have all this guts and everything all over my hands. I'm like, I need to wash my hands. Like, this is Salmonella City here. So I was just kind of like, oh god, oh god, it's so cold. It's so what? Why is that hard? You know, just like, what is going on? Ooh.
That is amazing. That's special features right there. They should have been running tip for Terrifier 3.
I hope they have some of that, because it's funny. It's funny because you see me in the full costume, I'm just like, yeah, Brody, just like, yeah. Also, like the can't stand bones breaking, and so having to, I was just like, God. And then the hand split. I wasn't expecting it to split nearly as far as it went, so I was like, oh god, sorry.
You know, and that's a great point. I want to kind of compound on what Kat said, because you see the script, and you said you loved the script, and that's what was going to make it great. But there's a difference between seeing you digging a body and then you actually having to, like,
oh yeah,
what goes through your head? Do you instantly think, well, how am I gonna, like, do you envision it immediately?
Yeah, some of those I don't even realize what I've gotten into until I get into it. And I'm like, why? What are you doing right now, man? You have a degree in teaching. Like, my god, why? This is crazy. But then you have those other moments where, like, I get to play with a flamethrower and a Tommy gun. It's awesome. It's like, yeah, it's, you know, I just throw myself into whatever and go with it.
That, and you know, not being able to speak too, that's got to be a challenge. And you know, we see Michael Myers, we were just talking about, Jason, you know, but you have such a different approach to it, because they're just straight murderous, no expression.
Yeah.
You know, you have all these, and that's part of my, like, the stuff that Art does. Oh, look who decided to show up. The stuff that Art does is awesome. But to me, the most fun is seeing the joy, the pure joy and excitement that he experiences doing this stuff. And like, I even say it out loud when I'm watching, and I'm like, look at how happy he is.
Oh yeah, he's so happy. He is so happy. He's having the time of his life. This is like pure joy for him, and I love that. And it's like, and what I do is, like, even though I don't have dialogue, I am making my own dialogue in my head. So I'm reacting to things. So it just helps me get into character that way, and, you know, actually helps with timing with a lot of things. If I'm actually saying things in my head, it helps me get the beats down the way I need to get them down with how I react to things. But oh yeah, Art has so much fun. He loves what he does. It's pure joy.
Speaking of your reactions, this is a weird question. Do you have any like clown or mime training?
Not professionally, no. I never went to actual classes for that. I don't know why there's a rumor out there that I have professional mime training. I don't.
I think it's just because, like, we were talking about this the other day. Art feels like a clown first. Like, he's having fun. He's very performative.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering, like, if that's, you know, if it's difficult to do and where you learn to do it. If not,
it's
college.
I just learned from watching great physical comedians and clowns and all that my whole entire life in movies and stuff like that. It's just like I grew up watching like, the old black and white, Abbott and Costello, Laurel and Hardy, Marx Brothers, Charlie Chaplin, all that kind of stuff. Mr. Bean, Jim Carrey, Doug Jones, all that. Just great physical actors. And I also toured with How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the musical, for 5 years. And our Grinch was the wonderfully talented Stephen Carl, who was Robbie Rotten from Lazy Town.
Oh.
And wow. Stephen was actually trained, I believe, in all of that kind of stuff. So, being his understudy for 5 years, I learned a lot from him. And I actually, unfortunately, he passed away back in 2018 from cancer. But there's a tribute to him at the in credits for Terrifier 2. It's like, yeah, I awesome. Took a lot from what I learned from him and put it into art. So art would not exist if it were not for Stephen Carl.
That is incredible. David, I would like to introduce you to our other co-host, Rob the Strangler Humphrey.
Hey, Rob.
Wait, why do I get a nickname all of a sudden?
Because you just straggled along. So, David, now what were you saying about how Halloween Ends was a terrible, shitty movie? What was all that again?
It's exactly what he said.
Wait, what is happening here?
You show up late, we gang up on you.
All right, that's fine. Fair enough.
Did we watch the same movie, Rob?
It's a good movie. I enjoyed it.
Rob is about to get attacked by Art the Clown, and I couldn't be happier right now.
Unbelievable. It's a fun movie, and it takes
not for a Halloween movie.
But yeah, because
it's for the final movie with Mike Myers and Laurie Strode.
It's an interesting exploration of sort of the specter of Michael Myers hanging over Haddonfield. I loved it.
Well, that's great if it's not the final one.
Well, I don't know that any of us actually believe that Halloween has ended, right? I mean, then
this might have ended it.
I believe it more now.
They haven't sent Michael Myers to space yet, so we know
to send his pureed body up in space.
Oh, when do we get Art in space?
That's a good question. When do we get Art in space?
Art in space? I don't know. I like to see him on out at sea on a cruise ship or something.
Oh, on his way to Manhattan.
Yeah.
Art takes Manhattan.
Oh yeah, Art takes Manhattan. Just punch a guy's head off. Oh wait, that's been done before.
Rob,
okay.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was going to ask if you had anything since you just.
Well, I don't know what you guys have already covered. I don't want to repeat stuff.
We had no problem repeating Halloween Ends was terrible.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. I don't know what's happening all of a sudden.
I don't know. Neither did the writers.
Geez. So I did have a super important question though. In the
Rob,
laundromat
I swear
scene,
to God.
God damn it!
Was that you, or did you use a stunt ass for that?
That unfortunately was my real ass. I'm so sorry for it. I keep on thinking that's why everybody's puking and passing out. It's like no one wants to see that. I was actually at when we did the premiere in Austin when that happened. I just let out I'm sorry.
But now, see, that's part of what makes art though, and that happened within the first 5 minutes of the movie. It's like, wow, didn't
Terrifier 2, guys? Here's Art's ass.
But you set the tone. Like, how much do you think? Because I already know out of 10 it's a 10, but all the the kind of stuff like that, just the side stuff that Art does outside the killing, and that personality that you've added to him without being able to even speak. That's what makes art to me.
I agree. It's that kind of stuff. It makes him more relatable. He's not just some mythological type of character you see in all these other movies. He's doing everyday things. And I think that's kind of makes him scarier because I'm like, oh my God, this guy could just be walking among us.
He's real.
Yeah, he's real.
Yeah, we've never seen Jason Voorhees do his laundry.
No, that's the thing. You've never seen any of these horror icons outside of their costume.
Right.
It's just and we've done that in both films with Art. We did it in the first film when he wore the body parts and everything. Now we do it again in this. It's unusual to see movie horror villain outside of their wardrobe.
Yeah, That is very true. A quick question, because this is just a personal, I have to know. From Terrifier to Terrifier 2, art for the most part stood, I mean, identical. But were there any? Because I feel like looking at the face in Terrifier 2, there's small detail upgrades.
Not that I know of. No, because we still use the same mold and everything like that.
Wow.
I mean, Damien might have put sometimes a little extra shading or something like that in there with the makeup, but that's about it. I mean, it's the same mold we use. Though that's funny that you say that, though, because like there's one scene in Terrifier 1 where I have a different mask. Ooh. And someone asked me, it's like, oh, your cheekbones are a lot more pronounced in this one shot. And I'm like, yeah, it's like when I'm with the police.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because he had made a mold off of my face, and he used that mask that night, and it was a different mask. It just looked a little bit, it was just more gaunt, more skeletal and stuff like that, and just didn't have the same look that we wanted. And so I this whole entire time I've been using the mask made off of Mike Gianelli's mold. So it's really, I have the same mask as Art and All Hallows Eve.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You just looked extra creepy for some reason. I couldn't tell what it is.
It's his confidence.
Yeah.
It's all the confidence, because he's like, yeah, I came back from the dead. I'm hard to kill, bitches. Let's have fun.
You could feel that too. You could sense it.
Oh yeah.
Honestly. You own that role. I mean, you were great in Terrifier 1, but like now you got your boots on, man. You know what you're doing, and you're the shit at it, and you could feel it.
Yeah, that's what was. I'm glad that translated, because that's what I wanted to get across. It's like, yeah, he's, and plus I was also more confident with the role this time myself. I knew it worked now, because filming part 1, I wasn't sure how the fans would respond to my interpretation of the character versus what Mike Gianelli had done. But now I'm like, okay, they like this. Let's keep doing it. We knew what the fans like. They like those scenes, like the pizzeria scene and stuff like that. Let's do more of that kind of stuff. Let's put Art in these really interesting situations, except just him always killing. Let's put him some funnier situations too.
Yeah. Well, you're very creepy as Art. That is actually the reason why I was late. I was scared.
Yeah, he was sleeping, David.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm a busy man. I'm
Sleep
a busy,
is
busy man.
great. I like my naps when I can get them.
Yeah. Have you ever snap out a character in the middle of one of these crazy scenes and just think to yourself, "What the hell am I doing?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What the hell are we doing
on me? Yeah. Yeah. It's usually where I'm just doing stuff like I'm like digging someone's brains out of their skull. I'm like, what the fuck? This is crazy. This is crazy here.
That kind of leads into as we're probably starting to wrap up here. Lauren also, when we spoke with her, had said you would do voice imitations of people.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorites that you are known for?
Oh, I love doing the Herbert the Pervert voice, because it just seems so funny when Art's like, "I said, get over here, I'm gonna kill you."
Oh my God. Coming from Art the Clown, that is terrifying.
It's just when you're in that makeup, that voice just works so well for it. It's just like, come on, Sienna.
Art the Clown got scarier for me. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I see this now, I'm gonna think, if Art ever does speak, please let it be that, David.
Oh,
let it be that voice.
Have it sing like "Tiptoe Through the Tulips," Tiptoe through the tulips. Like, oh God, this is wrong. But yeah, I slip them to him all the time. Like I know one shot where Jonathan's holding the gun on me. You got those two barrels. I had a Bugs Bunny moment, because it's like the shot was just going on forever. They're not saying cut. I'm like, did they forget to say cut? And he's just staring at me with the gun, and I'm like, I stick my fingers in the barrel of the gun. I'm like, yeah, you stinker. And they're like, Dave. I'm like, sorry, I couldn't resist. Going on forever. I had to do
something. I asked Lauren this, but I'm going to ask you as well. Do you have a favorite horror movie, and what is it?
Oh God, I have a lot. But
why
probably,
is it Halloween End?
definitely not.
Movie of the year.
Because I love part 1 and part 2 so much. Oh my god, I kind of like lump those in as one whole movie in a lot of ways because it fits so well that way.
Yeah.
I mean, part 2 especially has such a great cat and mouse game to it. Oh god, it's so good. Just the tension of that movie is so good. Especially with her in the car, and you're just dreading seeing Michael walk out of that building. You're like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, and then the horn goes off. You're like, no! Oh, that was so good. But probably my favorite is one of my favorites at least is Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3: Dream Warriors.
Oh yeah,
nice.
So it's just so good all around.
Nice. We have a listener that is very critical of Terrifier and Art the Clown, and that's his favorite movie of all time. So I just wanted to rub it in Greg's face a little bit. Speaking of that argument, David, and I know we're wrapping up, but I have to ask you your opinion on this because the gun. I'm sure you've heard about it. It's very
which gun now?
Well, yeah, and I'm glad you guys doubled down on that shit. Good for you guys. Yes. I don't see it as a big deal. And a lot of people give Art the Clown shit for the gun and using the gun in 1, and you guys doubled down in 2. But how unfair is that people try and take the slasher credibility? Because it's not like you just walk around with a gun. You do more than any other killer has done in decades. And
you're just rounding out a collection of weapons.
How do you feel about that, David? What are your thoughts?
I think it's totally fine. I mean, he's not the only one that's used a gun. I mean, Ghostface usually has a gun. Chucky's used guns. Maniac had guns, and like this is like it's totally fine. It's just it's if you use the gun as a slasher would, and that's how Art uses a gun. He doesn't use it just to kill someone. He uses it to disfigure people. I mean, he does that, of course, with Tara, shooting her all over the face. But then he used that shotgun just to obliterate Barbara's face. And it's just like, good God. It's just like, that's how he uses a gun. That's not his end-all, be-all weapon. Sometimes that's just his backup. With Barbara, that was just for shits and giggles. He thought that was funny. Yeah, it's like boom.
He gets shit done, man, and that's how I looked at. He's got it on his ankle, which we've seen him just in case. If all else fails, I'm getting this done.
Yeah,
I respect it.
Oh yeah. The man's got a plan. But he has so many fun weapons. He that's the thing. He'll use anything he can as a weapon if he's like MacGyver.
The man came back in the room holding salt, for God's sake.
I would love to just see him walk into a Home Depot and just have his like world of imagination moment. Just like, so much fun.
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
That's what I want in Terrifier 3. I want a shopping segment from Art the Clown, and I want a napping segment from Art the Clown.
Him having a nap.
That could be the sequel to Your Butt, David.
Yeah.
If his napping was, we squeezed that into Terrifier 3. Do you guys have anything else for David before we wrap up?
No.
I
don't.
I don't know what you guys covered, so I'll just leave it at that. I trust that you did a good job.
You just sit in your Halloween Ends corner over there.
Yeah. This corner is shame.
This is shame. Little dunce cap on his head, all that. Oh.
I also wanted to mention, just so we can give her a little shout out, we do have a mutual friend, Kelly.
Kelly.
Creepazoid Kelly.
Yes.
She's a longtime friend of the show, and she's told us how close you guys are. You guys are good friends.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Oh, good God. If anybody's got fortitude, it's her.
Yes.
My God, what that woman has been going through for years now with cancer is just like, my God, what a fighter.
And she don't give a fuck, No, she don't care.
No, she's still out there kicking ass, and it's like, just despite all the odds, everything's against her, and she's still just fighting. And I'm like, I have so much just love and respect in her. I'm just like, it's tough because I lost my mom to cancer, so I know what it does to you. And it's like you see what it's doing to her, and most people would just be like, okay, I'm done. She's just like, no, I'm going to still keep doing things. And tweeting and messaging people and doing what I can to spread the word of different movies and all that kind of stuff, despite all the pain she's going through. It's like, she's awesome. Love her.
Yeah.
Love you, Kelly.
Shout out
And
to
it was
Kelly.
just her birthday yesterday as we record this.
Oh, it was. I
wow.
missed your birthday.
Yeah.
I got sent her a message then.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Kelly.
Yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
David, thank you so much for your time today. I've enjoyed this more than you could imagine.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Do you want to let anybody know where they can find you? Anything you want to plug? Other than
Yeah.
Other than the
Yeah.
obvious one.
God, I have other stuff coming out. I got the Mean One comes out this December.
Oh,
It's our horror film based on How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It's our parody of it. So that's going to be released on streaming platforms for free. So it's pure camp and silliness. So y'all have fun with that one.
I'm looking forward to
I
that.
will.
Oh, it's going to be. I'm like, how has this never been made before? I know why it's never been made before because the Seuss Estate's like, no, no, tough shit. Fair use doctrine.
when you say our, who's involved with that with you?
It's actually a good friend of the Fuzz and Lens guys, Steve Lamort. He's the director for it.
Okay, awesome.
Turns out the Seuss estate was the Grinch all along.
Yeah, turns out that's sad. But we also doing an Indiegogo campaign for this other movie I'm about to start filming early next year called The Dead Place. So if anybody can, tribute to that, that'd be very, very much appreciated because that Indiegogo campaign is what made Terrifier 2 possible. So make another film possible. It's like indie film is. That's we're able to do a lot of things that mainstream horror's not able to do. So there you go.
Yeah.
Then also got this movie called Stream coming out with a lot of the Terrifier 2 team next year. We have an amazing cast for that too. I mean, geez, we have Dee Wallace, Jeffrey Combs, Tony Todd, Danielle Harris, Roebuck, Terry Alexander, Tim Reed. The list goes on and on and on. All these people are involved in this movie, and it's a fun concept. It's hopefully going to be another franchise as well. So, got some fun stuff coming. But you can also find me on Instagram and Facebook under David Howard Thornton. I try my best to message people back, but lately it's gotten a little bit overwhelming. So I'm sorry if you don't hear back from me. I'm just got way too many messages now.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
I can imagine. David, thank you so much for your time, man. And thank you for what you've done for the horror genre.
It's my privilege.
This movie really, you guys broke boundaries with this thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't think that's all the blood and guts are cool, but I don't think that's what you guys have done for the genre and indie movies and horror. That's not spoken about enough throughout all this. Yeah. So just thank you guys, man.
Thank you. If someone had to do it, might as well be us.
Damn right. All right. Have a great night, David. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Y'all take care. Have a good one. All right. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
I can't believe how casually you put things up people's butt.
Only if they ask. I don't just walk around shoving shit up people's asses.
No, he goes around making the offer though.
Hey, sometimes, I'll be like, hey, you need anything in?
You need anything up your butt? I'll do it for you. I don't care.
No, you're a little uncomfortable. Look at my Crocs.
Are you trying to say you would shove your Croc up somebody's butt?
No, I'm not ruining a good pair of Crocs, but when people see you're wearing Crocs, they trust you.
No, that's not a thing.
I'm pretty sure it is.
No.
He's just adding lore to Crocs. Who does that? All right. We're back. Happy Halloween, goddammit. If this isn't a way to kick off Halloween, I don't know what is. We had two great conversations, two great people from a great movie who played great roles, and this was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Me in there asking the question that was on everyone's mind about Terrifier 2.
You know,
He showed up and just immediately, that was his first question.
That was his contribution.
Well, I was like, I didn't know what you guys had covered, but I was pretty sure you hadn't asked him that.
How funny would it have been if my first question to him
would have been a very short interview.
It would have been, because Rob would have also gotten in there, and then he would have been like, what is wrong with this show?
He was a good sport about it. Come on.
He was. Ton of fun.
Yeah. This was great. Like I said, we've had some really cool people on this show. Dee Wallace, we've had Tony Todd back in the day. Just a ton. The list goes on and on. We've had a lot of cool people on this show.
Me.
No.
Stephen Kyoto.
Yes, so many people that are not named Rob Humphrey. And but this was like David. He had fun with us today, and that was awesome. And Lauren really broke things down. She was great, and I think we did Halloween justice today.
Absolutely.
And it was all about a movie that Rob hated, which makes it so much better.
Absolutely.
So much better.
It's so weird. I'm in this weird position with Terrifier 2. Because
where
I don't
you've now
like
met three of the
That's
people
thing.
behind it, and they're all
Well, that's part of
amazing. And
That's part of it. I don't like the movie, and I'm never going to say I like the movie. It's not for me. I don't like it. But I have met 3 people involved in the making of it, and they've all been super nice, and I've liked all 3 of those people. And it's doing such great things for the genre that I am in a weird position of rooting for its success while not liking it. Which is not something I normally would do. Like normally
that's
if I
how I
didn't
feel about like some games.
Yeah.
Like whenever we interview game people, I feel like that's kind of how it works, because it's like I really want the Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing to do well. I wanted Evil Dead to do well, because I think they're important, but like I'm never gonna play them.
Right. It's easier for me to separate games though, because I just know I'm not gonna, and I'm not a huge gamer, so it's like whatever, I'm not gonna play that game, but it doesn't matter. With movies, you know, it's just really weird because I don't get, like, people are like, haha, look at this, Terrifier's doing great. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. Like, I'm not mad about Terrifier's success. I think it's a really great thing for the genre and independent horror specifically. But at the same time, no, I didn't like the movie. It's just, as I've said, it's not for me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sort of on the outside looking in at this whole phenomenon.
Yeah. You should be ashamed of yourself. And I think, Kat, what goes into that is probably you respect the game.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, it's not something you're going to enjoy. Like, I'm sure you watch gameplay of, you know, stuff that you're not going to play. And, you know, I have too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And that's part of it too. Cause I bought Friday the 13th, the gun game, and, they did an excellent job with the game.
Yeah.
They just didn't make a game that was for me.
Yeah. I can imagine it being harder with movies though, because usually if I don't like a movie, I get kind of annoyed when it does well. The Conjuring. I'm talking about The Conjuring.
Just tried to be general and just bash the Conjuring.
Yeah. I'll go
Yeah.
back around because I didn't want it to be like applied to indie stuff. Like I'm always happy when indie stuff does well. I can't think of any indie movies that I dislike off the top of my head, but I'm sure they're out there. I'm glad they're doing well, but like specifically The Conjuring, because it's like, because watching a movie, it's like you feel like you're kind of a part of it, you know, and then when it's bad and does well, it's like, oh god. And then, you know, they made like 12 of them and it's like, oh
Yeah, it's just,
but I want more Terrifier. I'm excited for it.
right. I think Terrifier 2 is, first of all, had you told me Terrifier 2 was going to be in theaters at all, I probably would have laughed at you. And then if you told me that Terrifier 2 was not only going to be in theaters, but it was going to be in the top 10 of the box office while it was in theaters, I definitely would have laughed at you and thought you were an insane person and maybe called the police. So the fact that it's doing so well, like, how can I possibly hate that? Like, I'm not gonna, I can't, because it's doing great. But again, it's just not a movie that's for me.
Something I forgot to ask Lauren and David. I'm mad at hell at myself about it. Rob, Uncle Creepy, you guys interviewed him on This Horror Life. Great interview too, by the way. But he had been tweeting about, he was tagging Dead by Daylight, and he wants, you know, he's pushing to get Art the Clown put in Dead by Daylight. And it kind of ties into what you guys are saying about games. An Art the Clown game would be fucking awesome. But I wouldn't want him to be on Dead by Daylight because I hate fucking Dead by Daylight. But, I feel like they'll just use him, throw him out there. It'll be a DLC skin. It'll look amazing. It'll function like shit. And it'll come and go and people will be over it. I would love for a company like Gun to get their hands on the licensing to do an Art the Clown video game. Like, that would be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like I've talked about this before, like with multiplayer serial killer games, but I'm going to talk about it again. There's a game called Naughty Bear where you play as the one serial killer teddy bear in an island full of like sentient teddy bears. And that's the kind of Art the Clown game that I would want to see, because it's like all the mechanics of it just work so well, where it's like you get points for laying traps. You get points for propping up the bodies weird. Like you get a variety bonus for using all the weapons in a landscape. And it's like, that's the kind of like Terrifier game that I want to play.
Yeah.
Is this a real game or just a fever dream you had when you were
No,
sick?
it's a real game, and it's
it
absolutely absurd. I love it. I love it so much. And as a single player, because there's a co-op situation where you can get other people to play in, and you can hunt them, or you can, team up against bots. But the single player mode, like you have different levels with different challenges where you have to score like enough points, or you have to drive enough people. There's a mechanic where if you scare a teddy bear enough, it will commit suicide.
Oh my God.
It's dark. It's a really dark game.
Wow. I'm looking this up right now.
And I love it. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's one of the craziest things I've ever played. And whenever I get excited about like a horror game, that's kind of what comes to mind. I don't think there's a killer out there that it would work better for though than Art. Because he does have kind of that, like, gonna use all the weapons, gonna cause all the trauma, like, I'm gonna move the bodies around. It feels like it would be a good. Anyway, I would like that developer to take a crack at a Terrifier game.
Man. Yeah. Anybody, like, Dead by Daylight's not gonna do it justice. Art needs room. You could do so much. Why limit him?
Yeah.
And a lot of people disagree with me and said mean things to me on Twitter about it. So
I spent like not an hour, but I spent like 40 minutes, I think, reading that thread.
It was ridiculous.
Just fighting people.
Dude, people were going, and then they would get mad at me and stuff. Like this one kid said he was going to fly to my house.
What?
I swear to God.
Oh my God.
It was ridiculous. Like, I'm just sitting here going, dude, I don't want Art the Clown to be Dead by Daylight, man. I don't know. People mean that shit about Dead by Daylight. And that aside, I think he would be tremendously underutilized in Dead by Daylight. And not for nothing, the only thing I would think would be good about that would be like Dead by Daylight does nice combos where like Sienna would be a survivor. And that would be cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no, man, the Art the Clown, like the kills he could do, you're going to give him one kill. No, I think he would thrive in a video game world as well. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, I just had one final thing.
What's up?
Back on Naughty Bear for a second.
Yeah.
When you get a combo score, there's a like British announcer voice that goes like total defluffication. It's a great game. Highly recommend it. If you haven't played it, now's your chance.
Right. So after catching the last half of the interview with David Howard Thornton, or the last part of it, whatever it was that I was there, I'm going to say something I never thought I would say, but I'm starting to come around on the gun.
Yes.
Wow, really?
Yeah. It was his description of Art using the gun in the way that a slasher would use a gun.
Yeah.
That I'd never really thought about before. I might be coming around on the gun.
It's true, man.
Yeah. And that's another thing that's irritating me about having met these three people involved in the making of this film that I liked very much is that there's a part of me that feels like maybe I'm starting to come around to this movie because I like those people so much. So I think that what's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to get a little distance from all this and then maybe reevaluate these movies and see how I feel about them.
Oh my God, Kat, there's hope.
Yeah. We've done it.
But I am coming around. The gun, I've been thinking about that since he said it, and I'm starting to maybe come around on it a little bit.
Wow. Nice. All right. So now I got to start seeing if I can get in touch with people that were prominent in Paranormal Activity.
Nope. No. Paranormal Activity. Horror Court, I guess. Shudder. I'm coming for you. Shudder, it had its 101 scariest movie moments concluded over this last week. And the countdown thing that wasn't really a great countdown because they kept forgetting to. There was not a lot of fanfare for the numbers, and people kept talking about different moments, and like it was chaotic.
You
but
gotta
it was
have the
fun.
fanfare for the numbers. That's like Countdown Production 101.
Yeah, I know. It was not a great countdown, but it was an interesting documentary. Like, because they had cool guests to come talk about stuff. I actually learned the decapitated head from The Omen is actually now owned by Greg Nicotero.
Oh,
and like, where are you gonna learn stuff like that if you don't watch poorly fanfared countdowns? But Paranormal Activity was it. I don't remember exactly where it fell, but it was in like the top 20, and I almost quit watching. I was so pissed. I was like, what? And they're like, she just stands there over him for hours, and I'm like, fuck you.
But where did the pool cleaner not being in the pool rate?
It didn't rate.
Really?
I hate to tell you.
The most terrifying moment in all of horror cinema did not make their countdown?
It did not make their countdown.
Did they understand that it was in the pool and then it was beside the pool?
I think maybe they missed that part.
Yeah.
You guys done, or we're gonna keep going on for Paranormal Activity is good, all right.
Anyway, I want to have some words with Shudder.
No. Well, wait until you see what I got for Patreon next week.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're about having some words for somebody.
Is it? For Shudder?
No, it's not for Shudder.
Uh-oh.
But
I always feel like I'm about to be in trouble for something.
No.
Okay.
It's none of us.
Oh, thank God.
It's a publication that I anticipate some of us will be very upset with.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm looking for. I don't even know what this is.
Yeah. Well, we were going to do it this week, but Kat's birthday, and she insisted we do Sexy Time with Rob.
I did not insist that. Also, it's not my birthday week. Also, I will say, Rob, this might make you feel a little bit more favorably toward the documentary. It made me want to rewatch Hereditary, because other than the end, like, it did bring up some very good points.
Hereditary's awesome.
And I agree with their moment. Like, they had a moment from Hereditary that was, like, really high up on the list, and I was like, that was a good moment, though. Like, I get it. You're correct.
Yeah, Hereditary's 90 minutes, a good moment.
All right.
I'll agree with that.
I don't know how long the movie is. So.
It's like 2 hours, but I think 90 minutes of good moments is correct. Like,
Hereditary's 2 hours of good moments, then whatever it is, I don't know.
We have a good amount of stuff coming up, and not immediate, although some of it in the fair immediate future. But we have some interesting guests that we're going to be having on soon. We also have some hot takes, like maybe more internal battles that we need to get out. We have the Hereditary thing that we've been teasing for a while. Eventually we'll get to Hereditary. We're going to have to do Paranormal Activity, which has been a very, argued topic on the show.
No, I don't think we have to do that.
We have to do it. And we have Cabin in the Woods that me and Kat have to fist fight over.
Oh yeah, I'm here for that.
Yeah, that's going to be a battle. So we got all that stuff. We will be having James Jude Courtney on in the near future.
Yay. Well, that's going to happen, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't doubt him. Yeah. I do have to text him. I forget who I'm supposed to text him. Sorry, James. All right. So I got Michael Myers of Halloween 2018 Kills and Ends. Also Randy Greenback from the Killer Clowns game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And probably in a little bit more of the distant future, someone from Texas Chainsaw Gun Media. So we have a lot of stuff coming up along the ladder. Cat, that Cabin in the Woods episode though. Whew.
I have it. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Cabin in the Woods.
This has been like a day one thing, and we just neither one of us want to ruin our friendship.
That's true. Also, Cabin in the Woods. I don't want to preemptively say this. It might have been dethroned as my favorite movie of all time this year.
By Halloween Ends.
By Halloween Ends.
Yeah. X did that well for you, huh?
X is so good.
Okay.
I love X. And also Barbarian just like shot way up to the top of my list for 2020.
I watched that thing like 3 times since it hit streaming.
It's so good.
And I was worried because I'd only seen it the once in theaters and I thought it was fantastic. And then I was worried it wouldn't hold up.
It does.
Once you know everything that's going to happen, but it still does. It's so good.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
You've got to get on that.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe quit wasting your time.
You watch Cheer or Die.
You're over there playing Dead by Daylight, and the whole time you're like, I hate this game.
Dude,
I play it 13 hours a day.
You don't understand though. I don't play it that. I would be hanging from a ceiling fan if I played it anywhere near that much. Dude, honestly though, that's me playing the game. I do nothing but fucking bitch and moan playing that
But I don't understand why you do that. Video games are supposed to bring joy. Why do you do that?
Because right now I'm doing it. I need the Ghostface stuff. That they're like, it's a tome thing, a battle pass you have to play to earn it. I need the Ghostface stuff.
Oh, I don't know what any of those words mean.
Usually I do it to get rank. I get to rank 1 and then I don't really care. But I need Ghostface stuff.
All right.
There are games that do that though. Like I used to have a pretty serious World of Warcraft addiction, and I didn't like it. I never liked it. There was never a point in my life where I was like, I like World of Warcraft, but it releases endorphins. Like when you do well, like they're good enough at just like laying breadcrumbs for you, where it's like, I just have to do this one more thing and then I can quit. And it was like, the day I quit that, I was like, I was so proud of myself. It was like, never again.
Kat is right though. Yeah,
but they trick you. They hold you hostage. They're like, if you do just like this one more task, you get a new skin, or you get a rank, or you get like a little trophy to put by your name because you know you did the thing. You're top of the leaderboards, and it's like they keep roping you in with stuff.
I don't know what you guys are doing, because if I get a game and I don't like it, I immediately just stop playing it. I'm like, fuck it.
That's why I like single player games, because like you have the option to just like it's not gonna, you've already paid the money. They don't get money if you keep playing. Like you can just stop.
I like the challenge of the, but God, Kat's right. That feeling you get when you do well. Oh my, like when I loop the fuck out of a killer and I can escape and teabag him on the way out. Like that's the feeling. That's the feeling. You carry the whole match, you do your thing, and you get out and you win, and you feel like you're the shit. But then there's the matches where you get fucked royally in the ass and you are on a hook and just cursing at the world. And oh God, man. I played one match before. I had a little bit of time before the interview, and I played one match, and I got so fucking aggravated. I didn't even want to look at it. I was just disgusted. And so I forget what. Oh, yeah, no. So what were we talking about that led back to Dead by Daylight?
I don't know.
Who knows?
It's. I feel like we always end up back at Dead by Daylight.
No. Rob made fun of me for it. Yeah. So, yeah, that is me though. I curse at it while I'm playing. Don't know why. So we got a lot of stuff coming up. I would love to speak to a developer from that game. That would be a fight. I think we did Halloween justice though, guys.
I think we did. This is a good Halloween episode.
Yes.
We did good.
So we can ride off into the sunset for the week. And
it's always a good Halloween when you get to hear from me.
Huh.
I don't even know what to say to you right now. You've aggravated me today.
What did I do?
You were late, then you asked the ass question immediately, like as soon as you walked in the door.
That's the only question people have had about this movie. Was it a stunt?
That is not the only question people have had about this movie.
All right, fine. Maybe it's not the only question, but it's the number one question people have been asking.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard anyone bring it up but you. Mm-hmm. The first time we got our thoughts out on this episode, nobody even remembered it to bring it up. But here you are. Follow the show at Slasher Radio on Twitter, guys. A lot of this came together. We kind of talked about it last week. A lot of it came together kind of last minute. So you found out on Twitter first. You're not keeping up with us on Twitter. You're missing out. Follow the show at Slasher Radio on Twitter. Go to slasherradio.com. Check out all of our articles, episodes, interviews. You can find me at Mikey's Dead. I also made an appearance on the Slab Horror Show this week.
I'm not happy about this.
Why not?
Because I don't know what Because your last appearance was such a disaster. I have no idea what you've said to these people.
You make it like what the fuck I did on this other show. No, we talked about horror. It was a lot of fun. I was a great guest as usual. Yeah, those guys over there, great time. So go check them out. Make sure you don't forget to do that on the Slab Horror Show. Also, I'm at Mikey's Dead on Twitter. Also, next week, Kat's birthday pick.
Are you guys ready to find out?
Yeah.
What we'll be watching?
Kiss meets Phantom of the Park 2.
Kat would never do that to me. Yeah, this is when we all get a birthday pick on the show, and it is unvetoable. We can't say no, and it's Kat could be very mean to us. We don't know.
On that note, I had when you guys were picking on me earlier, I did think about choosing Mother as my birthday pick. We talked about that.
I didn't do nothing.
I had also thought, before you guys were mean to me, my initial idea for a birthday pick, I was going to have us watch Snakes on a Plane. And then I remembered that Mikey hates fun, so I'm going to get picked on for Snakes on a Plane anyway. So my final... you're going to call it a shark movie, which I don't think is fair. So you guys don't get the good or the bad option. You get the medium end, which is... I'm proud to announce that next week's movie shall be the 1997 Funny Games.
Okay.
I talk about this one a lot. I'm excited for you guys to see it. I genuinely don't know if either of you will like it. Total wild card film.
Is this the original or the remake?
It's the original.
Okay.
The 97. I almost... Also, interesting note, I almost chose the 2007 Funny Games. Because even though I'm strongly opposed to making people watch remakes before the original, the American remake was kind of the film he wanted to make the first time around, which in a way made it feel more original in some ways than the 97 one. But it was kind of like a coin toss on which one I actually wanted to see. And I went with the 97 because
okay.
It is the first one. It felt... right.
I've never seen it, so I can live with checking it out.
Yeah,
Mikey, it has subtitles. Make sure those are on.
It does.
Does it?
It does have
Okay,
subtitles.
that's good to know. Yeah, I haven't seen this yet either. I do appreciate that Kat is genuinely giving us a movie that she thinks we'll like and just wants to talk about and she enjoys, as opposed to me picking Jason Goes to Hell, which I unfortunately was too busy to sit down and watch myself, and you guys had to do it. And Rob just being an all-around a-hole and picking Kiss meets whatever.
I picked a movie I thought everyone was going to enjoy. I can't help it if you hate fun.
I will quote you from This Horror Life. It did everything you intended it to do. I listen to your shit, buddy. I listen to your shit. So yeah, we were both extremely spiteful. Look at Kat just, picking something that she genuinely likes. Good for you, Kat.
Yeah.
This is why
I
you're
don't
going
know
ahead.
how you guys will feel, but I'm hopeful that maybe one of you will like it. I don't know which one of you, which means maybe neither one of you will, but
that's true.
Fingers crossed.
All right. Well, good times all around.
All right, we'll see. What if this is just the one that we all like?
I would love that. That would make me so happy.
Highly unlikely, but
I don't think it'll be with a film as divisive as Funny Games, but it would make me happy.
All right. We'll see. We will see. Okay, so we got Kat's birthday pick, a Patreon pick after that. Who knows after that? We might have some stuff lined up. We will let you know. And Rob, where do they find you?
I'm on Twitter at RadioRob123, and you can listen to This Horror Life wherever you are listening to Slasher Radio.
Yes, make sure you do that too. You still owe me a pull ass, my friend.
No, that's not going to happen. We've been over this.
Kat, what's going on?
You can find me on Twitter at cat_velour, VOLEUR, over on Twitter. You can check out my website, catvelour.com. You can also check out, I had a short story published today with crowcrosskeys.com. And I was on a podcast this last week also. I was on Ghoulish Gallery talking about the Ohio legend of the Loveland Frogman. So check that out.
Oh, Lord.
That's a good episode. I listened to that. I liked it.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of that, the Frogman. What the hell?
The Frogman.
That sounds like some shit you and Rob would like.
It's cool, yeah.
He's a wizard. It's great.
He's a wizard frog. It's a real story.
This is
100% real.
Rob makes fun of you for Stop Wizard Frog, and Rob's not making fun of it. What? You're turning
He's a
into cat.
cryptid.
It's a cryptid.
Yeah, you have to believe in the cryptids.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make fun of a cryptid.
It'll get you. It's got a wand.
Some of those are real, Mikey. I've sent you proof of Bigfoot. I sent you more proof like earlier this week or last week or something.
You have no problem making fun of an Italian, but God forbid a cryptid. No.
We would celebrate cryptid heritage also
Absolutely.
if any cryptids want to come on.
Yeah. If the Frogman of Loveland, Ohio wants to come on the show, we'll celebrate his heritage.
We will catch you guys next week. I don't even know what to say to that. Good night from Slasher Radio. You two are ridiculous.
I'm gonna go take a nap.
All the best of Slasher Radio podcast.